Yeah, it's the 4th of July. How's that going for you? For a lot of people, holidays, single people, holidays are, lonely or depressing. And the reason is that we think everybody else is having a good time, but they're not. They're really not. A lot of times people are just fulfilling obligations. So I don't care about them. They got their own problems. I don't deal with that. I deal with issues that affect me. And maybe people who are like me, single and alone on a holiday that all dogs dread, all animals dread. Because it's very, very noisy. I don't know why we just don't do light shows, why we have to do fireworks. But here's the thing. There's a big difference between loneliness and solitude. And one of the things I really feel as I got older, like maybe in my mid-60s when I began to think, oh, you might be alone for the rest of your life. You better get used to your own company and your dog's company. Speaking of which, the dog is about to leap into my lap. God knows what will happen with the camera. And I thought, I actually don't. I like to read. And I like to walk and cook and a little bit of gardening. I'm not like, great into I like pretty flowers. That's what I like. I've never really been good at growing things because then the bugs come and eat them and I don't know what to do because I don't want to kill the bugs, but I want to eat the food. So solitude is very different than loneliness. Loneliness feels like you feel like I have no choice. But the fact is, even when you're lonely, you do have a choice. We always have choices. We may not like our choices, but we have choices. So how do we like our choices? I say, well, I could walk by myself to the Malecon. Everybody knows I live in Baja California, Mexico. I live in Ensenada. Don't drop in. Don't drop in. And there's always something going on. But for me, if I feel like, oh God, I'm the only person left on earth, it's best for me to go see some other people. And one of the great things about where I live is that people talk to you. When I walk in the garden, in the Riviera Park gardens with my dog in the morning, now I know the gardener, I wave to him, we say hello. I've met some other dog walkers. That's a way to break up your day. If you're housebound, it's a different story. But there's always YouTube. And I'm really happy to see people on YouTube all the time. One thing I really want to mention, because I enjoy Mexico, even with it's sometimes very peculiar, is that Mexico has decided that everybody here who lives here, either with a temporary permit or me, I'm a permanente residente, but I'm still a citizen of the United States and I vote there. Oh, God. I don't want to think about that right now. And they decided we all need to have Social Security. Well, we all need to have what's called an RFC, or ARA-FC. And that's the equivalent of a Social Security number, even if you never make any money. So that's been like a hilarious thing for Americans living here. Like, how do I do that? Oh my God. Because one of the things that attracted us is that sense of we're living off the grid down here. Well, guess what? They got computers now. They're going to get us. It's not as bad as we think, though. And I had an experience that I'll tell you about. At another time, I just wanted to check in on 4th of July and know that I'm thinking about you. By the way, somehow or other, I now have 200 subscribers. So if you're looking at this for the first time and you want to hear what a woman over 80 is doing in Mexico, please subscribe. One day, who knows, it may create some sort of income. And I'm about to actually open up my business again, Celebration Works, which is for writers. And again, I will tell you about that. Hey, I'm thinking about you. Love you.